looking at the 0000000 in your check. God is looking at a heart that is appreciative. It was in the Sunday school theology in the children department that we were taught that why God did not accept the sacrifice of Cain is because the yam has some fault. No. Go and read that passage. It is not true. It is because of the heart is not prepared. And you can see it played out immediately that his heart is not good. His heart is bad. That immediately God did not accept his sacrifice. He started plotting to kill his brother. Every sacrifice and appreciation that God will accept, but first of all, born in your heart. If God cannot perceive the aroma of that your 2 million, it makes no meaning in church account. If God cannot perceive the aroma of that your 10 million as a sweet smelling savor, it can be used for church projects, but it is not offering praise unto God. So the first point of contact is your heart. How is your heart appreciating God? It's not a matter of what you have in your hand. It's a matter of the state of your heart. When you look around and see the mercies of God. Last week alone, I know 3 persons I know that is no longer here. A friend of mine, I chatted with her a few weeks ago. And all of a sudden, last week, I got a message from her WhatsApp. Her name is Nonye, and I got a message, Nonye is dead. I was thinking Nonye is talking about another Nonye. So I chatted back, I said, Nonye who? And the next message I got is, the owner of this phone is dead. How? I quickly called her line and somebody picked and Sam, her sister. She had malaria on Tuesday. We rushed her to hospital and she died on Wednesday morning. The titindo, I don't know. That's why whenever you wake up and look around and see how God has blessed you and how God has shown you mercy, you know it's not of him that willeth, not of him that runneth, but of God that showeth mercy. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, my Lord. Whatever I am now, it is by your grace. For many are dying, and many are perishing. Whatever I am now, it is by your grace. That is the thing that the Lord is looking for. The same last week, a friend of mine, a venerable, called me. He said, my mother is no longer here. I said, what happened, Daddy? He didn't tell me that Mama is sick for one day. He said, no, she was never sick. She ate with the husband in the night. They are civil servants that retired. They ate together. They cut gari together. Collecting gari, collecting soup. Looking at the television. Finish the food, wash their hand. And their aides come and pack things. They went to their room to sleep. 15 minutes on the bed. Mama said, I'm feeling somehow. And Daddy brought the car and said, let's go to the hospital. Mama entered, put seat belts, rest on the chair. Getting to the hospital, you discover that Mama has gone. Who will tell her that while she was cutting food, that is the last dinner? There is something I was telling my church members a few days ago. I told them those who are going to die in December this year, they are alive now. Those who are going to end this year, December, they are somewhere here now. They are somewhere, they are, living there. Either they are in the church or they are somewhere, or where they may be, where they are dancing, cruising life. Where they say nothing mega, but nobody knows the time it will be. Sometimes I begin to discuss with my wife about that. I'll ask my wife, two of us, who will die first? Somebody saying in your heart, God forbid. It is certainty. Hebrews chapter 9, verse 27. It is appointed unto man to die once. I say, madam, the way you are planning and in making investment, that's why you should be planning for death, because certainly one day, this man will be lying lifeless. My wife said, no, I'm going to die before you. I said, no, I will die before you, because it is hard for a man to take care of the family when the woman is not there. The woman can gather the children and all that. So we are arguing it. We are making plans. The same way you are planning how to go and invest in that land you saw in Asokoro. The same way you are planning to go and buy a plot of the land. The same way you are planning to go and do this. That is how to plan for life. We are sojourners here. So any day you open your eyes and see yourself here, it is a thing to give thanks to God. That same last week, a friend of mine called me. My wife put to bed and is having bleeding. Kini. I send the help I can send. He didn't get to 1 hour. He called me back and said, my wife is no more. And the baby is bouncing, looking for now, sucking now, and driving her bicycle. And the woman is gone. That is life. Are you thinking that there are no arrows of death that come your way? Are you thinking that there are no things that the enemy have brought before you? Are you thinking that there are no chance that I have sent to you? And God has been preserving, protecting, guiding you. Abraham said to his son, God will see to it. Beloved Christ, what you have come to do this day is to say, Father, out of what you have given me, I have come to appreciate you. Out of what you are giving me, I have come to appreciate you. There is something David said in 2 Samuel chapter 24, verse 21 to 24. He said, how can I give God what that did not cost me anything? He came to buy the field of a man by name Aruna. And Aruna saw him and said, the king, you want to sacrifice to the Lord? Don't pay me for the land. Take the land, that is his threshing floor. He said, take the land, take even the oxen that I'm using to thresh the floor. Use it as a sacrifice unto the Lord. David said, I cannot give to God what will not cost me anything. This is a day to bring to God what will cost us something. And the Bible said that David bought that land and bought the oxen and everything, 50 shekel. And he offered a sacrifice to the Lord. God is looking for people who will appreciate him beyond what he has given to them. In John chapter 21 verse 15, he was asking a man by name Peter. He said to Peter, after Peter have caught the fishes, when Jesus came and they said launch your net and all that, and there were too many fishes, and when Peter had drawn all those fishes in the boat, Jesus looked at Peter and said, Peter, do you love me more than this? All these things that you have acquired, this is a moment that God look at you to see people who love him more than what you have given to them. God is looking for people who have loved him more than what he has presented to them. Whenever you appreciate God more than what and where he has placed you, there is always a blessing. That's why God became angry with that man we saw in Luke chapter 12, verse 20. The Bible says that God said to that man that night, he said, you foolish man, tonight. Media, give me verse 16. Let's read it from verse 15. Let's read it from verse 16, verse 16. Okay, then he spoke a parable to them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man yielded what? Yielded what? Then the next verse. And he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do what? Since I have no room to store my crops. The next verse. He said, now look at his problem. I will do this. I will put down my barns and build greater. And there I will store all my crops and my goods. Yes. And I will say to my soul, soul, you have many goods laid up for many years. Take ease. Take what? Some translation will say relax. Some translation will say take break. That is vacation. You know, when you hit the thing Okoba, Itido UK. When you hit the thing and the thing enter, you fly, you and your family want to go and have some, you know, look at it, it's in the Bible. The Bible says, I will take, he said, take your ease. Do what? And again, be merry. One day, Osura, Okoba. Nya hit ye. One day, Tido, Iru nobodo. Ito da na Dubai. Ito da nobodo. One nobodo bu sala. Iru nobodo one ne ko. So when you get there, do what? Eat. You know, there is difference between eat and eat. Somebody who is taking Coke and bread, is he not eating? Akara and bread, is he not eating? I want you to know that eat here is not akara and bread. Eat it here is not Coke and puff. Eat here is not like I said Angala. Eat. I have gone to a place, you know, I minister in a church like this, and the family felt they are blessed. They told the vicar they want me to come and, pray in their house. When I came, the vicar called me. We went together to that place. That is where I saw Psalm 23, very practical. David said, prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemy. This one, they prepare a table before me in the presence of my friends. The dining table was filled with this kind of plate. Women, you know the plate I'm talking about. That plate, their hand looked like a ego. Golden plates. Different kind of dishes are there. The table is loaded with different kinds of bottles of wine. And I say, what is it? He said, man of God, we are blessed. And we want you to come and eat in our house. I say, am I a glutton? So eating, the Bible said, eat. The man said, his soul said to him, eat. One neko, popwa champe. Uwabo fumbia. One netakwa ife. Irukwa rukwe tachie. Iwatago. Call something, real something. One nepia. Now you all gonna better the money. Now you they get the money. You know, because sometimes you close your eyes and squander 1 million. Wait till be that. He said, eat. Media, don't take away that passage. He said, eat. Drink. Not be coke and malt. Drink. Drink. This, whenever I look at this passage, there's something that's coming to my mind. That, what is that his name? Oliver the Coque song. This kind of thing. Hailibendo, Haitabando, Elisando, Amalifa Gemechi, Hailibendo. People's Club, Ogwami Fa Gemechi, Haitabanondo, Elisando, Amalifa Gemechi. So you see the man, the heart, and I say, Ribendo, one nepia. Whoa. And in that kind of man, when he's cruising in his car, you can be hearing Osankwa. Pararam, param param papam. Hosundi owende pa 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 para. You see, eat, take a break, eat, drink, and make what? Make merry. Make merry, squander the money. That's why sometimes if you come where people are doing ordinary birthday, sometimes I will do birthday, I will not remember even my birthday. It's Facebook or bank will send me a message, happy birthday. But some people's birthday, if you calculate what they spend in bad day, it will be enough to establish some, poor people. Give me the next verse. When he has said all these things, look at what God said. Verse 20, media. But God said to him, fool, this night your soul will be what? Required of you. Then whose will those things be which you have what? Provided. Do you know why God called him a fool? From verse 16 to verse 20, he was only talking of himself. I will. Only him. There is never a time that he said, God, thank you for this bountiful harvest. He didn't bring God into the picture. From the time he discovered that he had a bountiful harvest, he didn't even say, to God be the glory. He didn't return thanks to God. There is no room for appreciating God. All he was talking about is me, I. There is no room for the poor. There is no room for helping others. It's all about him. And God said, you are a foolish man. And that was why David became so careful in Psalm 103. I will read that passage and I will pray for you. Psalm 103. Give me that passage, we'll read it and we'll pray. When David have discovered all that God have done for him, all the battles that God have enabled him to fight, all the deliverances that God has given to him, David want to thank God for delivering him from the hand of his enemy Saul. Look at what David said. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Because David understood that for you to give anything out, if your heart is not in agreement, you cannot do it. Take for instance, you decided that you want to give somebody, I don't know if it happened to you, you want to give somebody 100,000. This person is suffering. Let me just give him 100,000 to support him. Within space of 1 to 5 minutes, you see your heart drop from 100 to 50. I don't know if it happened to you. Say 100 is too much. Say, let me give him 50 is okay. 50 is okay. Before you know it, you have not made that transfer. When it comes to your mind again, say, when everybody knows that the country is hard, let me just dash him 20,000 to buy something to eat. From 100, do you see where you have come? Because your heart is not in agreement. So David does not want his heart to affect his offering. And he begins to preach to his heart. David said, my heart, bless the Lord. Yes. And all that is within me, bless his holy name. The next verse. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all what? His benefits. One day I was up there in the aircraft. And something happened. Come and see people. You know, when you enter bus and you're traveling, people are discussing. I don't know why people don't discuss in the aircraft. I don't know why. But if you're traveling to Lagos, you enter GUO or whatever, God is good and all that. You see people discussing, talking to themselves. Hey, Nigeria, Tinubu, whatever. No, it's a lie. APC, we can't die. But if it's flight, once you get that, so there was one day I was flying. One lady sat down. She was at this in between me and somebody. So as soon as she entered the aircraft, sat down. She called her pastor, "Daddy, I'm in the aircraft now." And that one, fire. She dropped the line. She called another pastor. He said, "Mama, I am in the aircraft now." This is how that woman was making call until final announcement. Fasting your bed, we're about to That is when she now off her phone and keep it. Had she kept her phone, she didn't keep quiet. She was, you know, when the aircraft is taking off, you normally know now. I say, madam, you will die, oh. When you come here, just relax, oh. He said, all that we have benefited from God. That experience taught me that life has no meaning. No. When you get there and they give one kind of announcement, just to God be the glory, great things. I don't know if you know that man that has his own issue recently, and he was shouting. I don't know if you see the video clip, and the man was shouting. The man was shouting, my Lord, my God, my Lord, my God, my Lord, my God, my Lord, my God. I don't know if you know that man. My Lord, my God, my Lord, my God, my Lord, my God, my Lord. And eventually God came through because he's a merciful. Forget not all his benefits. Yes. Who heal all your what? All your diseases. Yes, the next verse, that's where I was going to stop and pray. Who redeems your life from what? Destruction. Who crowns you with loving kindness and tender what? He delivers your life from destruction. Anytime I remember the way a trailer failed brake and climbed my car, how I came out is always a mystery. I was watching for a program. I was on call. They're calling me. Man of God, we're waiting for you. I was tottling, not knowing that the trailer coming this way have failed brake and enter our lane. This trailer, the front, you see mark. It was coming. I don't know. The next thing I saw is that the 911 I was following at the back, he hit the 911. Why? The thing ran into the bush. And I now noticed that accident is happening. The trailer was coming to me. I don't know what to do. I said, if this trailer climb me, now the end of Solomon Glandy. What I thought in my mind, let me wheel into the bush. It's better for me and the bush to interact than the trailer to meet me here. So as I wheel my hand inside the bush, I don't know that the trailer man is also considering not to kill me. Let him wheel inside the bush. So by the time I turn my steering and touch the throttle, you know, that kind of thing, anything respond in the car immediately, they don't, no waste of time. So my car fly and jump the gutter, whoom, as he is landing inside the bush, whoom, the trailer with me, why? The head of the trailer rested on the roof of my car. The car, it was crouching the car. I was sliding like this, it was crouching the car. The grasses were breaking. I was shouting, Jesus, 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 Jesus. And the dashboard, everything has rested here. He can compress the whole thing here. And the roof was coming a little. At a time, the whole thing stopped. The driver of the trailer get down and ran away. They have killed somebody. You know, the conductor ran away. I was inside that place struggling. The seat belt have locked up. The gas of the AC, everything that, you know, that pumping in. I was coughing. I was crying. I was calling Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Luckily for me, a friend who was passing by, he went somewhere, he was coming, he saw the accident. That is how God works, you know. He saw the accident, he stopped, he came down. He now looked and said, this is Reverend Caleb's car, this is his car, this is his car. He ran into the bush and saw that I'm still alive. Whereas others are crying outside that the man is gone. And he got something there, break the remaining grasses. I gave him my hand, they dragged me out. Do you know what? Romans chapter 8 verse 37 say, in all these things we are more than conqueror. The testimony is that accident did not scratch anything on my body. So as they dragged me out, the only thing that accident collected was my shoe. Because where my leg, enter, I was dragging my leg and I couldn't remove my leg from the shoe and leave the shoe. So I wear shoe on this leg. I wear stockings on this leg. I carry my Bible by my side. I carry everything. I'm standing outside. But to the glory of God, immediately they dragged me out of that car. The little thing that was holding that trailer head on the roof of the car, pull off. The next thing, brrr, if I give you room, you have your own to tell. Finally. In a harvest like this, I was invited, I was preaching. And at the end of the day, I was moved, to call some people to the altar to come and appreciate God. And this man came up. At the end of the day, we dismissed the service. The next day on Monday, because the church is close by to where I was pastoring, the man came to my house on Monday evening. As he came upstairs, he fell down on my parlor. He was rolling, crying, a big man. The church I'm talking about where I ministered is St. Andrew's DCC in Kwanewi. The name of the man is Sir Ezekiel Okadike. Let me do like Peter Obi so you can verify. The man was rolling. I said, sir, what is it? Sir, what is it? He said, man of God. When you were calling for people to appreciate God yesterday, I was feeling bad on my seat because of how things are financially with me. All of a sudden, I don't know what that pushed me and pushed me out. I just came out. But I was standing there, I'm not happy. I don't know that God wants to save me from calamity. He said that evening, we got home after the service. In the evening, my wife, after serving the food, he now carried a pot of stew that she made that Sunday and put on gas to warm it. Because women, you know what I mean, that they have put a spoon inside it. So, so she was warming it, with her bun short. She cut a watermelon and pineapple. She carried to the parlor. Sat down with the husband, and they were using fake to pick it. They were watching Telemundo, and as they're enjoying themselves, putting head on each other body, before you know it, the madam forget that the stew is on the gas there, and they fell asleep, and two of them got up. The children have already gone to bed, and they went to their room, and they went to bed. And the pot of stew was on top of the gas from 10 p.m. till 5 a.m.